There is a quiet part inside that already knows that life is not meant to be a constant struggle or race. That part of you longs to breathe easier, to feel supported, and to trust that everything you need will come in divine timing. Yet, so often, we find ourselves holding our breath, clinging to fear, worried there simply won't be enough money, enough love, enough time, enough worth. This deep feeling of not enough runs through so many hearts. It's not a failure. It's simply a sign that we have forgotten the truth of who we are and how life works. Let's begin by simply acknowledging that it's okay to feel this way. It's okay to feel tight, to worry, to feel unsure about what's ahead. You are not broken and nothing is wrong with you. So many people were raised hearing messages that they must work harder, try more, or be better in order to receive anything good. Some were even taught that being worthy meant suffering first. These ideas dig in deep, and before we know it, they shape our entire view of life. But let's pause now. Let's gently place our hands on our heart and tell ourselves, I am safe. Let these 3 little words settle in like a warm blanket. I am safe. This is the beginning, because safety is the soil where all healing begins to grow. If we do not feel safe, how can we allow good things to come in? If we are gripping, holding, fearing, and doubting, then even when love or abundance knocks on the door, we hesitate to open it. Scarcity is not just a thought. It's a feeling, a memory, a habit. It whispers in the background of our mind, questioning everything. What if it runs out? What if I don't get it again? What if this is all there is? That whisper becomes a belief, and then the belief starts shaping our choices, our emotions, even our posture. We shrink, we tense, we withhold. But dear one, there is another way. You are not here to scrape by or merely survive. You are not meant to always be waiting for the other shoe to drop. Life is not a punishment, and the universe is not withholding joy until you are good enough. Number life is for you. Life responds to your energy, your thoughts, your openness. The universe is like a garden, overflowing with seeds. But if we clutch our fists tight, we cannot plant or receive. This moment, right now, is a gentle invitation to soften, to breathe again, to let go of the belief that there isn't enough, and that you are somehow too much or too little to be blessed. What if, just for today, you allowed yourself to feel the possibility that the universe is kind, that it is not judging you or testing you, but lovingly waiting for you to say, I'm ready to receive. Even if your voice trembles, it still counts. Even if you don't know how, your willingness opens the door. You don't have to fight anymore. You don't have to prove anything. You only need to return to yourself, the part of you that still believes in beauty, in ease, in kindness. That part is not gone. It's just been quiet, waiting. Let's bring it forward again, gently. And we begin by noticing, when do you feel tight in your chest? When do you hear the voice saying, I can't, I'm afraid, or it will never happen? Don't argue with it. Don't shame it. Just notice. That's where the old pattern lives, and now that you see it, you can start to loosen its grip. Scarcity often begins long before we understand it. It may have started when someone we looked up to said there wasn't enough, or when we were told to not ask for too much. It may have begun the first time we saw someone struggle and believed we would too. And each time life didn't go as planned, the fear deepened. It built walls. But here's the gentle truth. What was learned can be unlearned. What was given can be returned. You are allowed to choose a new belief now. One rooted in trust, in abundance, in connection. Let's try this. Close your eyes, breathe softly, and say, I am willing to release the story of scarcity. Feel those words ripple through your body. They don't need to be shouted, even whispered. They carry power. You are not asking for too much by desiring more peace, more joy, more ease. You are honoring your birthright. Trust begins with small steps. It's okay if you don't feel it fully yet. You are practicing a new way of being, and like any practice, it becomes easier with love, not pressure. You are safe to take your time. You are safe to question the old voice that says, "There's never enough." That voice is not the truth. It's just a habit that was taught, and habits can change. When you shift from fear to trust, even a little, the world begins to reflect that shift back to you. You may notice a smile from a stranger, a little unexpected support, or a sense of calm in your chest that wasn't there before. These are signs that the energy is changing, that you are gently moving from the old story of lack into a new story of flow. The universe does not operate in limits. There isn't just one blessing to go around. There isn't a cap on joy. When one flower blooms, it does not take away from another. When one star shines, it does not dim its neighbor. You are part of this beautiful, ever-giving life. You do not need to beg for light. You already are light. So now we ask, what would it feel like if I truly trusted that the universe is supporting me? Just breathe into that question. Let it sit with you. This is not about blind faith or ignoring real needs. This is about remembering that you are not doing this life alone. There is something larger. Call it life, love, energy, God, the universe. It wants to meet you halfway, but you must first put down the heavy bag of fear. Every time you soften, you open a little more. Every time you release a worried thought, even for a moment, you create space. And in that space, blessings can land. Trust is not something you force. It is something you allow. You don't have to know all the answers right now. You just need to stay open to something kinder, gentler, more loving than the old story of lack. Let's say this together, softly. I am open to receiving the goodness life has for me. Again, I am open to receiving the goodness life has for me. Feel how that shifts your energy just a bit. That small shift is all it takes. And you can return to this sentence anytime your mind begins to spiral. You are not stuck. You are simply being invited to choose again. The truth is, you are deeply worthy, not because you earned it, not because you checked every box, but because you are here. You are alive. You are consciousness, living in a body, doing your best. And that is more than enough. You don't need to grip so tightly. You don't need to figure it all out. Let the universe meet you in the space where you exhale, where you let go, where you say, I am willing to trust again. Trust brings peace. Peace brings openness. Openness allows the blessings that are already yours to find you. Let's make space today. Let's rest our tired hearts. The universe is not punishing you. It is not testing you. It is loving you always. Let's begin to believe that, even if it's just for today, and that will be enough. There is a beautiful truth waiting to be embraced. It is this: you do not have to live from fear. Fear has spoken for long enough. Fear has told the story of what could go wrong, of what might be lost, of what never comes. But now it is time for a new voice to rise, a quieter voice, a wiser voice, the voice of trust. Trust is not something you chase. It is something you return to. It has always been within you, even beneath the worry. It's the soft knowing that life does not forget its children, that the sun rises for you, not just the others, that the same power that grows the trees and stirs the tides also lives in your heartbeat, your breath, your being. You do not have to earn its love. It is already yours. Scarcity thrives in fear. It feeds on the idea that something is missing, that something must be fixed or found before you are allowed to rest. But when you begin to trust that life is on your side, even in the quiet seasons, you take the first step out of lack. And this step does not need to be loud or bold. A whisper will do, a thought, a breath. Right now, you can begin to release the tension from your shoulders. You can unclench your jaw. You can drop the armor your mind has carried. Say softly, I am learning to trust life. You do not have to say it perfectly. Even a tender attempt opens the door. Trust is a feeling of being held, not because everything is perfect, but because you no longer need to grip the wheel so tightly. When you trust, you allow space for grace. And grace comes not as a reward, but as a natural flow. Life longs to give to those who are ready to receive. You are allowed to receive. You are allowed to stop fighting for every drop of goodness. There is a river running through all things. You don't have to build the river. You only need to stop damming it up with fearful thoughts. Scarcity says, what if it's not enough? Trust says, what if it's more than I imagined? Scarcity says, I must hold on or lose it all. Trust says, I am supported even when I let go. Let's pause now and breathe with this thought. I open my heart to trust the rhythm of my life. Let that phrase sink in. Let it melt the places where you once clutched. Life has a rhythm, and you are part of it. Just as seasons come and go, just as the moon waxes and wanes, your life has a perfect unfolding, even when it feels uncertain, even when you cannot yet see the next step. The universe is never in a rush. Life is not behind. You are not behind. When you align with trust, the need to compare or chase disappears. You begin to see that all you need is always arriving. Maybe not in the way you imagined, but always in the way you most need. So say now, I am safe to trust that the universe is working for my highest good. Let your body feel those words. Let your energy soften. You don't have to be in control of every outcome. You only need to stay in harmony with your heart. And as you walk this path of healing, you'll come to understand something beautiful. You are not only worthy of trust, you are worthy of love. And the first place to offer that love is within your own reflection. That's why mirror work can be so powerful. The mirror is not just a glass surface, it is a meeting place. It is where you come face to face with the one who needs your love the most, yourself. For years, many avoided this moment. It felt uncomfortable, even painful. But that discomfort was never your truth. It was only the echo of old wounds. Today, let's begin again, gently, kindly, no expectations, no judgments, just presence. When you stand before your reflection, you are not looking for flaws. You are not fixing anything. You are witnessing your own humanity, your own light, even if the eyes in the mirror look tired, even if the voice feels unsure. Begin where you are. Place your hand over your heart, look softly into your eyes, and say, you are doing beautifully, I love you. Maybe your voice shakes, maybe your eyes water. That's okay. That means the words are reaching somewhere deep. They are waking up parts of you that haven't heard kindness in a long time. Do this each morning, or in the evening, or any time you feel the weight of scarcity creeping back in. Let your reflection be your anchor. Let your words become medicine. Say, I am proud of how far you've come. Say, you are more than enough. These words are not empty. They are tools. Each time you speak them, you are laying down new thoughts, new beliefs, new ways of being. And as you practice mirror work, something begins to shift. You stop chasing approval outside of you. You stop needing proof to believe in your value. You begin to live from a place of fullness, and that is where abundance begins. Abundance is not only about what you have, it is how you feel about what you have. It is how you speak about your life. Your words are not just sounds, they are seeds. Each one holds energy. Each one tells the universe what you believe. So speak life into your day. Instead of saying, I never have enough, try, I am open to more blessings today. Instead of, I always struggle, say, I am learning to live in ease. These small shifts matter. They redirect the current. They rewire your path. Here are some affirmations you can say each morning or whenever you feel doubt rising. I am supported by life in all ways. Money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways. My needs are met with grace and ease. I welcome abundance into my mind, body, and soul. I trust that everything I desire is on its way to me. Don't worry if you don't fully believe them at first. Just say them with gentleness. Over time, they will begin to sink in. The repetition softens resistance. The practice opens space, and the energy shifts. You can write these affirmations down. Place them where you can see them. Whisper them as you cook, as you walk, as you breathe. Speak them like prayers. Sing them like songs. Let them become the background music of your life. And know this, the body hears every thought. It responds to every emotion. When you speak words of fear, your body tenses, your heart races, your breath shortens. But when you speak words of peace, your body begins to trust. It loosens, it heals, it rests. You don't have to shout these affirmations. You only need to mean them even a little. With each word of truth, you call yourself back home. You tell your body, you are safe now. You tell your life, I am ready now. Abundance is not a destination. It is not something you achieve when all the stars align. It is a vibration, a feeling, a way of being. You create it each time you think a kind thought, speak a loving word, or offer yourself compassion. Today, let's live from that place. Let's talk to ourselves as though we already have enough. Let's treat our reflection like a beloved friend. Let's choose thoughts that feel like warmth, like truth, like freedom. You are not here to repeat the old story. You are here to write a new one, and it begins with trust. It deepens with love. It blooms with every word you choose. The universe is already listening. It is already responding. Let your words be a welcome. Let your heart be open, and watch what begins to unfold. Gratitude is a quiet power. It does not shout, but it changes everything. It shifts the way we see the world, and more importantly, it softens the way we see ourselves. When you begin to give thanks for what you already have, you send a message to the universe that you are ready to receive more, and the universe listens. You don't need to wait for everything to be perfect before you feel grateful. Gratitude doesn't ask for proof. It asks for presence. Even in the most uncertain times, there is always something to be thankful for. A breath, a sunrise, a kind thought, a soft moment with yourself. Gratitude is not about pretending everything is fine. It is about noticing the light in the middle of the fog. It is about saying, even here, something is working for me. And when you say that, something inside begins to open. The heart becomes lighter. The mind becomes clearer. The body relaxes. Try this today. Think of 3 things, just 3, that made your heart feel safe or cared for. They don't have to be big. Maybe it was a smile, a cup of warm tea, a quiet moment with no expectations. Breathe into that feeling. Let it spread. Let it remind you that you are already being supported, even now. If you can, write them down, not because you must, but because writing has a way of anchoring your truth. And each day, write 3 more. Soon, your list will grow. Your heart will notice things it once rushed past, and your energy will begin to shift. Say softly, I am thankful for all the good that flows into my life. Say it again. I am thankful for all the good that flows into my life. let it become a rhythm, a prayer, a daily way of living. When you begin to appreciate the small things, life reveals more to appreciate. What you nurture grows. What you honor expands. Gratitude is a bridge from scarcity to abundance. It teaches you to see that you are not as far away from joy as you once thought. The good is already here. Gratitude opens your eyes to it. And as your vision clears, so does your path. Now let's talk about something tender. Letting go. This is not always easy. The mind wants to hold on. It clings to what it knows, even if what it knows is pain, fear, or struggle. But letting go is not loss. Letting go is opening. It is trusting that what is meant for you will not pass you by. It is choosing peace over tension. You may have carried fear for a long time, fear of not having enough, fear of being left behind, fear of trying and failing. But these fears do not define you. They are not your truth. They are just echoes of the past. And now you are ready to release them. Imagine holding a leaf in your hand. This leaf holds all your worries, your doubts, your old stories of lack. Now imagine placing that leaf into a gentle stream. Watch it float away. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to explain it. Just let it go. Say quietly, I release all thoughts of fear and not enough. I trust in life's perfect flow. Again, I release all thoughts of fear and not enough. I trust in life's perfect flow. These words are not magic spells. They are invitations. They open a new way of seeing, a new way of living. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means allowing. It means no longer forcing what isn't right. It means clearing space for what is aligned, what is kind, what is true. When you let go, you stop struggling to hold up what was never yours to carry. You may feel the weight begin to lift. You may feel a quietness inside, a stillness you haven't known in some time. That stillness is not emptiness, it is readiness. It is the space where miracles grow. In the letting go, you become lighter, and in that lightness, you rise. The more you let go, the more life flows toward you. Blessings do not arrive in chaos. They find their way to openness. So give yourself permission to release. Release the grip. Release the blame. Release the story that says you have to do it all alone. As you let go, let this thought anchor you. I am safe to receive. I am worthy of ease. I trust the universe to guide me. Let this be your song when your mind tries to control again. Let it be your calm when fear returns. The universe is not asking you to be perfect. It is asking you to be present, to be willing, to be open. This is how you begin to live abundantly, one thought at a time. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens in moments, in choices, in gentle shifts. Each time you think a kinder thought, you feed abundance. Each time you speak with love, you align with joy. Abundance is not a number in a bank account. It is a feeling in your soul. It is the belief that you are supported, loved, guided, that you can breathe without fear, that you can trust your next step, even if you cannot yet see the whole path. Begin with your thoughts. Catch the ones that say, I can't, it won't work, it never happens for me, and gently replace them with, I am learning, I am open, I trust. These are small shifts, but they carry big energy. You may notice that people respond to you differently, that life feels softer, that things begin to flow with more ease. This is not luck, it is alignment. You are no longer pushing against life, you are moving with it. So take these words into your day. I live in a friendly universe that supports me in every way. Feel how they land. Let them soak in. Let them become your truth. You don't need to know every answer. You only need to stay in the energy of belief. The rest will unfold. The right people, the right ideas, the right moments, they will come. Not because you chase them, but because you are ready for them, because you have made space. Now we come to a soft close, not an ending, but a pause, a breath before your next chapter. If nothing else, let this be what you carry. You are not lacking. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are being guided every moment, and the universe is not far away. It is within you. When you trust this truth, your life begins to reflect it. When you speak from this truth, your energy becomes magnetic. And when you live from this truth, your days become filled with small miracles. You are already enough. You are already whole. You are already worthy of every good thing. And now you are ready, ready to release, ready to receive, ready to rise. Say with me one last time, the universe is ready to reward me. I let go of fear. I let in love. I live in trust. And so it is.